Joined today on the Batcave Podcast with a special guest.
That's right.
Returned all the way from Nashville.
All the way from down
Hill. Let's get started by just talking about what you've been up to.
I put out an album about a month ago. My debut album.
What?
It's called They Control the Volume. It's been doing great. I'm just been overwhelmed by the response. It's been sick. And then working on a summer EP that I'm rolling out right now. Just dropped the first single for it this past Friday. And then back to kind of writing and producing for other people, which is kind of my main thing. But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What was that like, changing it up from doing singles to making a complete project and having that rollout process come out?
It's a big difference. My main thing is writing for other people, which is just one of my favorite things to do, helping other artists bring their visions to life. It's such a blessing. And then I was dropping singles kind of while doing that, but not a whole lot of thought and effort into it. And I knew I wanted to do a full-length project. I just kind of wanted to wait till I felt ready. And that was the first time that I was like, okay, I've got some ideas, I've got a theme, I've got a title. And then it took way longer than it should have. I made a whole album and then I scrapped it.
Wow.
The entire thing. I think there was one song that carried over. But I'm so glad I did, because the final result I'm pretty proud of.
What led you to feel like the initial album wasn't where it needed to be?
There's a few things. I think the issue with taking too long is artists, we move on so quickly from what we've made, and then we're always oh, now I'm better and I can do better than that and I can beat it. I think that was part of the problem. I was I spent so long making it and then I got a new microphone, I got a new setup. I was this sounds way better. And it was almost I don't know, I felt okay, I can do this now, and since I know I can do this and make stuff that sounds this good, it's doing a disservice to my artist career to put out stuff that I don't think is the same kind of quality. But
yeah, before the album came out, we kind of talked about what we thought was going to be the big hitters on the album.
Yeah.
What have been the songs, I guess, that have surprised you the most, as far as people have found they listen to the most, or just in general you've been the most happy with?
Well, the most successful one has been 1D, which doesn't really surprise me. There's a huge fan base behind it. I made a song called 1D because the chorus mentions One Direction, and I just kind of started hashtagging One Direction, and all the fangirls found it. So that's cool. That's nice to have a built-in fan base. Didn't have to do much work there. But I had in my head that would probably happen, so it didn't really surprise me. Some of the surprising ones, there's a song called Isn't That Beautiful that is 6 minutes long, and it was really just me I don't know, I feel I'd made the songs I needed to make, and that one was this is what I want to make. There's a couple of those, but that one was very much it's fine if nobody gets it, if nobody likes it. I wasn't really planning on it. And I did this album release party, which you came to. Thanks for doing.
Yeah, of course.
And ended up playing it just because it had been so requested from people who'd heard the album that were yo, this is one of the coolest songs on the project. I love it. It was so many people's favorites, which I was not expecting. It's a 6-minute song, but
what's up?
So yeah, that was the most surprising one. It was just I didn't think people would get it. It's weird. It's left of center. It starts with a Bollywood sample, and it's 6 minutes long, but people love it.
Was there ever a time when you were making it that you thought maybe we cut it down, make it shorter?
No, because in my head going into it, it was this is the one that's for me.
Yeah.
And it was I don't care. I even... there was a part of me that wanted to add more for a little bit.
Yeah,
so
we could make this
I'm I'm at 6 minutes. We could go to 8. We could add another section.
What was the Justin Timberlake song that was on the 2020 Experience that was it was 8 or 9 minutes long?
There's that whole album is
wasn't it
I think every song. I mean, Mirrors
is the one I'm thinking, the really big one that was.
Yeah. There's a radio version, obviously, but I think the actual song on the album is 7 minutes long.
Yeah.
But that whole 2020 album, every song is 6+ minutes, which is crazy.
Yeah, I remember him putting that out, and I think I don't remember what the time difference was, but I know he released the first 10 songs and then the second 10.
Yeah, it was a double album.
Yeah.
double album that was like, 6, 7, 8 minute long songs.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And they were incredible.
They were incredible. They were good. Like they like captured your attention. The music videos were like crazy when he put them out.
Oh yeah, the suit and tie music video is like one of the best videos I've ever seen.
What are your thoughts on making music videos as an independent artist?
That's where I want to go long term. It's not as like profitable. Like I won't, if I make a song and then be like, okay, I want to make a Justin Timberlake level music video, I'm not gonna make that money back.
Yeah.
Probably. So it's more of just like an art form of like, this is what I want to do. Luckily, and like long term, my goal is just to be successful as a writer for other people, and then reinvest that back into my own project. So there's some songs for this. I'm already in the works with a really cool production company, but there's some songs from the album that I want to do like more intentional, put together music videos for that I'll roll out just kind of as I get to it. But yeah, it's, as an independent artist, it's not like, I wouldn't recommend it. You shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
If you have the means and you, or maybe find a videographer that's like willing to work with you, put out as much visual content as you can. But some of these music videos, like a Justin Timberlake music video, is $100,000 at least. And
then you're just hoping people see it and then start sharing it, and like even that's like, even for someone at that level, it's hard to get like enough buy-in to, like,
I think even for him it was probably like, I mean, he's made the money back, but you know,
but not from that video.
No, it's like, this is an art form and I want to do it, and he has the ability to do it. So I would love to get to that point where it's like, I want to do it because I want to do it.
Yeah, I remember seeing like not as well like shared and reposted and all that stuff, but even like Eminem's like 2010 to like 2015 time frame when he would do a music video. I still remember seeing like Spacebound on the Recovery album. There's a spot where he like shoots a bullet and it goes like, you watch it in like slow motion. I'm like, is this necessary for like a music video? Like there's like another music video where he like is driving a motorbike and like jumps over a car that's got like Christopher Walken in it. I'm like, what are we doing all this for?
Christopher Walken?
I think it was Christopher Walken. I'm trying to remember who it was.
So
I think it was Christopher Walken. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that's who it was. No, it wasn't Christopher Walken. It's the guy from Red, the old John Malkovich. Yeah, still like another like same time frame. It's the same guy.
Same guy.
Different body.
Different font.
Different body suit. Yeah.
That's so good. No, I would love to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's. Yeah, I hate like the short form content.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let me put my phone up and make another TikTok because I have to.
Yeah.
I could live without that.
Yeah, you can skip over that?
I could do without that.
What do you think is the secret to making it without content in today's day and age?
You can't.
You can't.
No. I'm trying to think of if there's anybody who, like, the opposite is happening, I think. I think there are artists making, like, incredible music who go completely under the radar, and artists who, no offense, aren't making great music, but they understand their audience, they have a good content, they have good like unique visual branding, and then they win people over that way. I think, I'm trying to think if anybody has had like organic music growth. I don't think that's a thing anymore.
Yeah, I think at least not like, I guess I've seen it without like doing like the Reels game.
Yeah.
But you have to like attach your music to something else then.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't have to be that you're like making all these reels and stuff, but you're like pushing a movement and you're like putting your music.
If there's a way to do it, please tell me. If you figured that out, I will DM me and tell me the secret.
Tell me the secret because he's ready.
I will do it. It's a content game. That is why something that I keep falling back on, and I probably shouldn't, but it's the benefit of being able to like write and produce for other people. That's my main source of income. So when I decide I'm burnt out on content, nobody's forcing me to, I don't have to. Mm-hmm. Is it a disservice to my own music? Yeah. But it's just like, you know what? I made an album. I'm proud of it. If people find it, they find it. If I get inspired one day and I'm like, let's make content, I'll do it. I'm shooting content after this.
Woo!
Yeah.
He's feeling motivated.
It's big for me. Got out the house, did an interview, so might as well.
Might as well. We're out of here. Shoot some content.
I just hate that that's what music has been reduced to, is what it feels like. And I don't want to call anyone out. There's so many people who are like scaling music like a business, and they're successful with it. And that's incredible if that's your goal. Yeah. But there's so many people who will not make music. They'll start with content. It's like, what's the idea? What could I do that would go viral? Now let's make a song that fits that. Mm-hmm. And if your entire business model is let's see how big we can get and sustainable and create a future and a career that I can live off of, that's great. If your goal is I want to make art that lasts forever, I don't think that's the way to go.
Well, how do you think you bridge that gap with like good content that is feeding the fans and bringing new people in, but isn't like sacrificing the quality of the music?
Well, I haven't done this, so I don't want to speak as like this is what you should do, because I know. I think I'm learning this right now. I'm trying to learn, but I think it's got to go back to about the music first. There are moments that happen in music when you're creating that I really do believe are like beyond us. I think artists can just tap into whatever it is, and it's like it's a spark of just you call it flow state, whatever. It's creativity, and I think that's bigger than us. And those moments, you have to cultivate those. You have to make it about the music first and speak about something real and authentic to you. That's what resonates with people the most. I'm trying to get better at that instead of just making, run-of-the-mill love songs. But I think we have to shift our focus on that first, make the songs, and then go into it. It's like, okay, here's the songs. Now go into it with the business mind, the content mind, the marketing mind. How can we, I don't know if this is a good example because it didn't go like super viral, but 1D, my song, that was a genuine moment where I was, the chorus says, playing One Direction on a late night drive. That's like the line that kind of went viral or semi-viral or whatever. But that was like a moment where I was like, oh, a girl that I was talking to and really liked and had this huge crush on was like a huge One Direction fan. And so the line was authentic and the moment and the song was real. Then it was like, oh, there's a fan base that would probably eat that up. Like, let's hashtag all the one. Yeah. So if you can find ways to be like, I made this song, it came from a real place. Now what's the best way to push it to the right crowd? I think that's the best you can do. That's the move. That's what I would suggest. I just hate seeing people who do that reverse, where it's like, oh, I could tap into the One Direction fan base. Now let's make a song and mention them. Yeah. Then it's like, how much of that song is like an authentic moment for you? And not everybody wants to do that, so it's not like I'm condemning that. But yeah, that's just my.
Do you ever have a song you make where like, in the moment when it first comes out, you're like, I don't really have any content ideas for this, and then like a year or two down the way, you're like, wait, I should do a video like this?
Kind of. I'm really bad about, like, if a song's a year or two old, I would never promote.
You're like, I'm done. That song's
it's
done.
So bad. In my mind, I'm like, oh, I could have done that better or that better, and I'm making better music now, but I should. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's so many songs on the album that I haven't promoted at all, and maybe there'll be times where I'm like, oh, I should do that, and I can film it and put it out and see what it does. But
are you typically picking the songs to make content based on like how they're doing, or just songs that you're like, I want to push this one the most?
I'm doing more of I want to push this the most, except for 1D, because I knew that one would do well. So it was like, okay, let's give this its moment and see if we can, tap into that fan base. But I really want to do this. I'm working on, sort of in the works of, this music video, like a full-length YouTube video for Inevitable, which is just a piano ballad. There's nothing really viral about that. It's just one of my favorites. I think vocally it's my favorite as far as like my vocal performance. I think it's the best I've sounded. So I'd love to make content around that. Yeah. I mean, now with the summer EP, like I just put out this song called Summer Nights that I think has like that viral sort of
feel to it, and I want to just try a bunch of different content ideas for that. I don't have a bunch of ideas, so yeah, if anyone has any, DM me that as well. send them in. He's ready to work.
If you send in a viral idea for a song I have called Summer Nights and it works, I will pay you.
They hear it first. New job available.
Undisclosed amount of money on the table.
But you might get repeat work. I mean, if they can do it once.
If you come up with a viral idea and I do it and I think that's worth trying and it blows the song up, you're getting paid.
You're getting paid, and there might be more songs that you have opportunities for. That could take, because I feel like sometimes it's not the executing the video, it's like coming up with a video idea that everyone's gonna like and actually does something. It's not just like, okay, I spent all this time coming up with this idea, making this work for nothing. Yeah, that's like the big thing about it. It's not about the shooting of it usually doesn't take that long. It's
Sure.
like the coming up with the idea, setting it all up, and then being like, all right, flip a coin and see what happens.
Yeah, well, and that's why the marketing business mindset that some of these other guys have, that's where that is beneficial and works. Because, there's a bunch of guys who will say, tease a ton of songs, see which ones people will tell you which ones they love organically, then put your time and effort into those. And I think that's a great business model. Just depends on if that's how you want to do it. I think the smartest thing I could do is probably post like a little snippet of every song on my album and then be like, oh, people for whatever reason really gravitate to this. Now let's figure out the best way to push that.
Did you ever do one of those videos where you play like you're like doing something, there's like a couple seconds of each song playing, and then you're like, which one is your favorite? Because that could be like a good way.
Should I do that?
Yeah, just to see like which ones people are like, hey, yeah. It's just an idea. I don't know.
Cue the music.
Cue the music. Which one?
Do we start looking and then we pop them up?
And then you pop up the different songs. Like, all right, choose this one, choose that one.
No, I did that once with songs that I'd written.
Okay.
Or done writing or production on, just as like a way to highlight them. Like, you might not know me, but maybe you've heard this, and then like this, and played some of the bigger songs. But I've never done that as like a teaser for my own.
For your own music?
Yeah.
What's one song that you think people will be the most surprised that you wrote?
Surprised? Oh man, I don't know if I'm ready for this question. I'm trying to think.
He flipped the mic around. He said, I don't know if I want to answer. He's like, I don't know if I want to answer this.
This is a nervous tick.
No, you're fine.
I'm trying to think if there's something that like, it's not like I've written massive, huge songs. There's like one or two that have in the independent world were really, really big. Half of Forever is the biggest song I've been a part of. That was me. Henrik is the main artist, and Graham made that song. I just got a gold plaque for it.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Crazy. First gold record. Shout out Graham and Henrik. Obviously, those two wouldn't be possible without them. But I'm trying to think if there's something that people wouldn't know. There's a song by John Michael Howe going nuts right now. It's called Missing Piece.
Yeah.
And it's very different from like, I don't think anyone would listen to it and like if you're a fan of me or my writing, you wouldn't listen to it and be like, oh, Cooper Hill.
Is that the one that he did all the One Piece content for?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's like almost like a sea shanty. Like,
yeah.
But the goal was like, he called me. He's like, hey, I'm writing a song for One Piece. Would you help me? And he already had a lot of the melodies and everything. I was kind of just assisting with putting in the finishing touches with some lines that he didn't have and stuff. And that song is absolutely cooking right now. No offense to John Michael, when he sent it, I was like, I don't know how much of the vision I saw. That just shows how brilliant he is, especially as a marketer. But yeah, I looked up one day and it was funny too. It was a kind of a quiet first month. I mean, he's doing well. He's a very poppin' artist. Yeah. And then it started doing like 400,000 or 500,000 streams a day on Spotify, and I was just
that's insane.
So that one might be interesting to people, just as far as like, I don't think it sounds like anything I've written.
What's something you learned from him for content? Because I feel like he does a good job of finding what works and not making the same video, but like finding new ways to like reinvent the video without like, all right, this is the exact same video. Like, I don't want to see the same video from this guy. Like, it's like different because he themes it with the song really well.
Yeah, he's incredible. He's the hardest working, probably one of the hardest working people I've ever met, specifically with content. Like, there was a 2-year period, at least, on TikTok and Instagram where he was just trying different stuff all the time. And not like until like what you see now is a result of years of like, let me try this. Okay, didn't work. Let me try this. Just over and over again, just throwing stuff at the wall, seeing what sticks. And so, I don't know where he gets it. He's got a brilliant mind for marketing, obviously. And I think he's found a groove with this whole like, let me find a cultural moment or like a show that has like a really core cult following and market songs to them, but still make them like good, entertaining songs that anyone can listen to. But
like, it never gives off that he like made the content and said, all right, let's make a song around this. It's always like the song was first, and then he just like thought around it.
And it's great. He's killing it. I think he's got like 5 million monthly listeners right now,
which is crazy in the independent space.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's pretty rare.
I don't know if anyone that's like fully independent has more than that. Like,
I mean, at his peak, Henrik hit 6.5, and he's way below that now. But I'm trying to think. I mean, Connor's is he at 10? Connor Price?
I don't know. He might be
pretty close.
I guess Token is at 10.
Is he independent?
He's independent.
Is he really independent?
Yeah. He was signed.
Is he like actually independent?
Yeah. I mean, as far as I know.
Token, are you independent?
This is
DM me. No, DM me. Yeah, no, if he's independent, congrats. That's awesome.
But his thing was he had a song for a movie that like blew. He was at like 1.5, and then he was in this song that was in this movie in India, and it just like
got the sync placement.
It got the sync placement.
Congrats, man. The sync bag.
Sync bag is where it's at.
That's so much better than the streaming bag.
Is it?
Probably chilling. Yeah. I mean, if it's that big and blew up his career, that's awesome. There's just so many people who like. It's kind of a new thing that say they're independent and they're not.
Yeah.
Like at all. And then some people are kind of like sort of independent, but they're doing a bunch of other stuff, and it's not as organic as it looks.
No, I had a problem with that just because like there's so like when I started this, I was like I interview independent artists.
Yeah.
And a lot of the artists I was interviewing were like, I mean, I guess mostly independent, but like you still have like a team behind. I like not to say that you can't have like a manager and stuff like that, but like there's so many people that like claim the independent label that are not.
And I don't want to like. I also have no like. Some people.
He's starting beef. He's trying to start a fight over here. He's calling shots.
You don't work as hard as. No, I'm just kidding. No, there's nothing wrong with being signed, and I think it's great. And some people should be. Like it just depends on the type of artist you are and what you're good at, and understanding your strengths and your weaknesses. I just not like if you're not independent, don't be like, oh, I'm independent.
Yeah, like don't be shaded.
If you have a team like management or like. I think that still counts as independent for sure. If you're distributing your own music or even like some sort of distro deal, but just a distribution deal, like I would consider that all independent. If you're signed to a label, you're not independent.
Even if it's an independent
label. Even if it's an independent label, don't be like, yo, I'm an independent artist. Like, no, I don't think you are, but that's okay. You're still incredible. Keep calling it.
Yeah. If you're making money, you're making money, right?
You're making money.
That's the name of the game.
Hopefully you're not getting screwed by your label.
Yeah.
Because if you're signed, you probably are.
Yeah, there's a good chance. That could be happening.
But sometimes you got to do that to get in front of, a big enough crowd to actually make something of yourself. So I have no hate for that at all.
Yeah.
Just don't say you're independent if you're not.
Yeah. So we talked about John Michael Howell. Yeah. Super successful with the content. We talked a little bit about Henrik.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily go as crazy with the content.
Yeah.
Does that kind of like, I know we said that you really need content to like push your music in today's day and age, but does that make you question like, do I really have to do the content? Because I mean, not to say that he does do content, but I feel like there's not like.
Here's the thing about Henrik that every artist needs to know: you're not him. He's on another. I don't. We've laughed about this so many times. I don't get it. I don't really know what it is. He's put out Half of Forever was the biggest example of this. There was one video that did good. I think it got like 400,000 likes on TikTok, which is not a small video. It was a couple million views. It is not a 180 million stream song type of video.
No.
He's just like, what? I don't know. And it's not as big as it used to be, but he had found a pocket with the algorithm and was just cooking.
Yeah.
And so if you wonder how he did it, so do I.
I'm still trying to figure out.
So does he. We were like a part of it and doing it, and we don't really know what happened or why. But no, I don't know if you got to play the content game, at least some. And his own numbers, like I think his content is more like organic and fits like the folk.
Oh yeah,
and base is not really like let me orchestrate this. It's more of just like here's my song. Let me say something funny or cool or whatever. Play it in the car or set up my phone. It's really organic feeling, but he still posts every day for the most.
We need to get Henrik doing some of those jump butt videos. You know where they like jumping in the camera? Yeah. I feel like with how tall he is, that would be funny.
That would be funny. Henrik, DM me. No, I'm just kidding. I live with him.
Yeah, I know. That would be funny. Just like, hey, DM me after this.
Hey, DM me after this.
I got an idea for you.
That's so funny.
No, we got to get back to your stuff. Okay, so this isn't a podcast about everybody the Coop hangs out with. I don't know how we got down this road. But I guess what's been the most exciting since the album came out, because I know there's a lot of lead up working up to it, and it came out, it got the reception it did, and now you're already back in the studio making a whole nother EP for the summer.
Yeah.
and not burned out, not tired, ready to go again.
There's like a boost you get, I think, when you put out a project as far as creatively. So that was part of why there's a summer EP coming out. I was just very like motivated, and it felt like there was momentum, and I had these song ideas that were really good, and I was like, oh, I should put them out. I don't want to waste that. But it is a weird feeling. I was talking to, I have a friend named Dylan Hughes who just put out his debut album as well, and I got
we just said we're not talking about other artists. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I just love putting on my friends.
No, you're good.
Shout out Dylan Hughes. He's a goat. But we were discussing like it's a weird feeling. You put it out, like it's something that you worked on for literally years of your life. I spent 2 years on mine. I know you spent a year or two on his. And then it's like this culmination of all that time and energy and great memories and sad memories. And, those, you get in the headspace where you're like, I suck. And then you get in the headspace where you're like, I'm God's gift to the world of music. Like I'm incredible.
I'm incredible. I did this.
Like the crazy ups and downs of being an artist. And then it's out and it can feel very like numbing. Like I didn't really feel a whole lot when the album came out. It was kind of just like, okay, that happened. What's next? Mm-hmm. Which can be like a little bit of a depressing feeling, because it's like I put so much time and effort into this. What now? I think the only thing you can do is just put your head down, keep making stuff, and then I do think like as time passes, I'll look back and be like, man, I'm really proud of that project, and I'll continue to roll out content and videos for it. But
that is a hard thing though in the music space, especially. I just made a video on this yesterday, how it's like even in like the life of like someone who like puts an album out and tours, it's like you do one, then they want the other, then you do one, they want the other. There's no like, all right, take a little second, you just busted your ass for a year. And
I've got the title and concept of album 2, and I have no idea how long it'll take me, but I'm excited to do it, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm starting it because I'm excited for it, but also in the back of my mind is like, okay, what are you going to do next? Because they need something, and they're going to want something, and they're going to be tired of this album pretty soon. Like, you got to keep pushing. And then the same thing will inevitably happen. I'll spend a year or two working on album 2, and I'll put it out, and it'll be like, okay, what's next? There's just like you can't really get your satisfaction in any sort of result or response. And that's why I was talking to Dylan about this, like the reminder that we both had to give ourselves was like, man, we love what we do. Like we wake up every day and we make music.
Yeah.
Like that's the reward. That's such a blessing. And so I don't know. I don't know if that answers the question.
No,
to be honest, I don't know how I feel about the album being out. It's a weird feeling, but I loved making it, and I'm proud of it. I hope some people resonate with it. Yeah, resonates with people.
No, I think that's it. It's exciting getting to start the next chapter whenever you're doing something new.
Yeah,
but I think that it's something I'm kind of working through too. But like taking a second to just be like, this is cool, but also like not overlooking that more needs to be done right at the same time. Like I think that's, like you said, there's like a balance to it, but you don't have to have it like now. You can have it later down the road. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. And I'm also like my biggest critic, which is just a lot of artists can probably relate to it, but I'm like already I'm looking back like, I could have done that better or differently, or for album 2 I'm going to do this that I wish I would have done for album 1. But I'm super grateful. Like we're over a month into the album being out, and to this day, like it feels like almost every day, like multiple times a week, I'm still getting messages like DMs and text messages from family or friends, just people being like, wow, this is so good. Like I'm still listening to it. So that's been really encouraging.
Do you feel like it's harder to get a project to new fans than it is like an individual single, like when you're putting out music?
No, I think it's probably easier to get there's such hype around album, like the word album, and like if anything, I've struggled getting, like I was doing all these singles trying to get people hype about like, oh, I'm putting out an album soon, or even just the singles I was putting out before that era. I struggled getting people to like care, kind of.
Yeah.
And so many people would text me like, or DM me like, hey, yo, when are you dropping an album? And I'm like, dude, I just put out 15 songs this year. Yeah. Like an album's worth of music.
Yeah.
But when you put out an album, you say, I'm putting out an album, it's like a buzzword, and people are like, oh, he's got an album. So in that sense, I think it's kind of easier to like get some hype built around it, especially a debut album. It's like, oh, it's his first. But I do think the hardest thing with as saturated as music is right now is to like capitalize on that moment and get people to keep coming back to it. Like, I feel like I got people's attention for a day.
Yeah.
Now it's like,
how do I expand that to like a week or a month?
Like, Noah Khan just dropped an album.
Yeah.
I think people are more like, nobody's listening to the Cooper Hill album. Like, it's Noah's turn. You know what I mean? And there's someone big, I feel like, dropping every week.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Well, that's the thing too, is like people are like, oh, you can't drop when so-and-so is dropping, or vice versa. It's like, well, how do you plan that though? Because half the people don't tell you when they're dropping, and like you could just accidentally drop the same week. Did you technically drop the same week as Kanye? Like, but we didn't know it.
I did. Like, Kanye DM'd me. We need to talk about that.
No, we didn't talk about that. We didn't talk about that.
I think he announced that like,
it was like the same week that it was dropping or something. Yeah.
And
it was like 3 days before.
I'm like, I'm not even going to listen to my album. I'm going to at least check out.
I got to see. You got to see what the beats are.
He's a little bit on his decline, I think, unfortunately. He's still a genius, but interesting character. Polarizing character.
Polarizing guy.
I didn't really love the album.
Yeah, but did you see his live performance videos?
Unbelievable.
Insane.
At the Lo-Fi Stadium?
Yeah, SoFi, but
SoFi, whatever.
Lo-Fi, you know, they should
it was not Lo-Fi. That was the opposite of Lo-Fi.
It's hi-fi.
It was hi-fi. That was like, it was so funny to me because there are things like I don't know if it's like worth canceling, but like there's a line. If
he's
say or do things, and he's crossed it a few times.
Yeah.
But that was like proof to me that I was like, yeah, you can't cancel great music.
Yeah, you're like, he's like, just still a genius.
Like they told him he'd never perform in the United States again, and he sold out
twice
in a matter of minutes.
They had 1 million people in the queue. It's never been done before.
80,000 people back-to-back nights sold out in minutes.
Yeah,
you're still
you're still fine. You're still like
he made graduation, man. Move on.
I think the craziest thing about that though is the amount of people that are like, I'm not listening to Kanye. And obviously, there's some liars in the crowd because. Yeah, I mean, 160 of you.
That's why I'm never gonna be the liar in the crowd. That's like, I'm not, because I am listening.
At the end of the day, it's like there's good music here, and like, I think the creativity. Like, I don't think that like, I mean, there's so many actors that we found out have done like actual like horrible actions. And it's not like we're like, well, I'm never gonna watch that movie again.
Yeah,
like I'm not gonna like send money to his GoFundMe.
Sure,
but like. It's art at the end of the day, and like there's other people involved with that too. This
is sometimes a hot take depending on who I'm talking to about it, because some people are pretty passionate about it, and everyone's entitled to their own opinions. I've always just like separated art from the artist, because I think part of that stems from, I really do believe it's bigger than us, like and especially the really special moments. Like, you talk to any songwriter, any producer who's been a part of those special moments and big moments and had success, like they all agree, whether they're atheist, Christian, whatever they believe in, they're like, this is bigger than us. We're like conduits for something weird that's happening. And I think, even actors talk about channeling something, and it's like, whoa, what was that? Where'd that come from? And I don't know, I think art is so important to people and to humanity. Like, what Kanye's albums did for me as a kid, listening up to his beats and his production and his choice of sound selection and his melodies, like that's so much more important than like, oh, he's a horrible person or said something crazy out of pocket or is struggling with his mental health on a world stage. Like, and I don't know, that's a hot take. I think some people would just like be like, no, you shouldn't support him. But I don't know, I just separate the art from the artist.
Even with, I think an interesting thing about Kanye's album is that like my favorite song on that was that All the Love song, where it's really just about like uniting people. But another person I think that's gone through that a lot is Justin Bieber, and I didn't really like dive into a lot of his, I guess, personal life growing up, just because music just wasn't my like first choice when I got the shuffle. But like now, I almost like his music more, knowing more about him as a person. Not that he's been perfect his whole life either, but like. Watching, like, who's gonna grow up perfect, like under that much
scrutiny and with the camera constantly in your face. I'm a huge Justin Bieber fan.
Yeah,
always have been.
What did you think of the Coachella performance?
So sick.
So sick.
I saw some people hating on it. And I was like, what, did you see the same thing I did? That man just sat down and gave you classics for like so long. No, I thought it was great. I think a lot of people it's been good to see, like, some people are like, I don't know, there's like support kind of coming back from like, wow, this man gave us like so many eras of great music and sacrificed his own like kind of life. You give up your life when you are under that much scrutiny and under the public eye, and made a ton of mistakes like anybody in his position probably would as a kid with like millions of dollars. And I mean, he was just a child prodigy in a way that I don't know if we'll see again. Like, it's kind of becoming less and less of a thing. But
there's just so many people that get put into like a small version of that it's hard to have like just one that's like.
Yeah, social media has changed everything. Like, and independent art, I don't know if we'll have like the Michael Jacksons, the Justin Biebers, the Elvises, I don't think people will get that big ever again.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a whole nother like tangent, and I didn't mean to get off on that.
No, you're totally fine. When you see people though, like, I don't know, Kanye or Justin Bieber, or even like in the sports world, I think of Michael Beasley, who like Michael Beasley also went through like everyone. It's interesting how like collectively we all at some point get to change our mind, and it's like fine that we like rip into somebody for like a few years, and then it's like, oh no, we can like support them now. It's like good
like group think. It's such like. It's like hive mind.
Yeah, it's like, oh, now that like Complex said it's okay to like this person, we can hop back on the wagon. And like,
I remember being a Justin Bieber fan when it was not cool, especially for a guy.
Especially for a guy.
And I took it. I took the heat. I was like, screw you guys. This man makes. I mean, dude, he's got one of the most beautiful voices I've ever heard.
It's crazy, like the range he has. Yeah. It's just insane. But how do you, like, as an artist, navigate that world of knowing that, like, you're going to have people that don't like certain things about you and might go through phases where, like, everyone's least favorite thing about you becomes their favorite in 3 years, and you just have to be like, thanks.
Yeah, there's a clip that's just came to mind of, have you ever seen, like, the actors round table, like, videos? I don't know what they're called, but there's these videos where they would have these actors, like A-list celebrity actors, like the biggest actors you can think of, sitting all together in this like round table setting, just having discussions. And
is it fake?
No, this is real.
Oh, this is actually
like they're actually there. I don't know who put it on or did it or whatever, but there's one clip I saw of Denzel Washington giving advice to a lot of the younger actors, and I think it was Denzel. I hope it was Denzel. I'm like 99% sure it was Denzel. Denzel DM me.
Denzel DM me. Cooper's DMs are going to be flooded after this podcast.
He said that his word of advice for the actors to live by was, "This too shall pass." Just as someone who'd been in the industry for so long. So it's like everybody loves you and you think, wow, this is great and I'm the best thing ever. Remember, this too shall pass. You're having the worst years of your life and everybody hates you and is judging you and this too shall pass. It's just everything is ever changing. People's opinions, especially across social media, it's like this group think, hive mind. People don't really think for themselves anymore. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's just like, I'm going to make great art, or try to, and people will have opinions, and I think great art will always outlast that. And somebody like a Denzel has seen that, whether he's gone through phases of, I don't know if he's ever gone through scrutiny phases. I think he's like widely respected and loved. He's like perfect. But I think he just has been around long enough to see people are going to go in and out of whatever their opinions are of you. You just got to stay on the path.
Yeah, and it goes the other way too, where I feel like Keanu Reeves, good actor.
Yeah.
Maybe great actor. Maybe I shouldn't say good. But there was a time where all of a sudden we all decided we just loved Keanu Reeves to a whole nother level for some reason. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, he does good things, but it's the second the media decides this is our new group think, all these pages rush to be all right, let's make fake stories up, and maybe some of them are real, but I feel like a lot of them aren't even real.
Probably not. It's like a Chuck Norris.
Yeah, it's like he did this, he did that.
It's like, no, he didn't.
We have to talk about the Henrik Cooper Hill obsession with Red Bull. Where did this come from, and when did it start?
I can't take credit. This is Henrik.
This is Henrik.
So I've been influenced, man. I've been lured to the dark side. I went through a monster phase for a while when I was younger.
What was your go-to monster?
White.
Oh, you were like going to be a construction worker, and you're like,
yeah. Well, and orange, the orange one I really liked too. For a little bit. Yeah. And then there was like a short period where I loved Ghost. I loved like the Arnold Palmer Ghost.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So good. But Henrik since day one has been a Red Bull fan. Like that's like his dream sponsor.
Is Red Bull?
Is Red Bull. And it's so funny because now we do it every time, but they do seasonal drops. This is the summer edition.
Yeah, was this like the day that it dropped, or
today?
Like today? How do you guys know when this is coming?
Henrik always knows.
He's got it like a calendar. He's got a countdown on his phone.
This is a big community. It's actually like a thing. Like people go to the store the day that it drops.
It's like a video game drop, but it's like in 2026.
It is. So today he texted me. He was like, new Red Bull dropped. I'm like, I'm ready.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Went to Walmart. Thankfully, they weren't poached completely yet. Sometimes we've gone and they're gone. It's out. Like they're out of stock. I'm telling you, this is a big deal for some people. Some people with no lives. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I always get sugar free. He always gets the regular, and we do like he's got like a following on his Instagram that like waits patiently for his reviews.
Like, we won't try it till we know if Henrik likes it.
It's so funny. He's got a group chat, and they all send their review videos in.
That's hilarious.
Awesome. He just loves Red Bull. I don't really know why. I think that's just his thing. Henrik is such like when he likes something, he loves it.
Yeah.
And so he's like a creature of habit.
How I Met Your Mother, Red Bull.
And it's just influenced me.
It's just like
How I Met Your Mother, we watch it like every night.
If someone likes something enough, you're just like, they don't even have to tell you, like, you have to try this. You're like, well, you love it, so I'm going to.
I love that, though. Like, I love, like, when other people are so passionate about things, and I'm like, it makes you want to be like.
You're curious.
Yeah,
you're like,
now I got to try it.
What's the sauce? What's in here?
He's just, like, unashamed about the stuff he loves. It's pretty sick.
What's been your favorite Red Bull you've tried since?
I'm not saying this just to like promote this or put this out. This is unbelievable.
Really?
It is. It tastes like. I mean, it's like carbonated, obviously. Yeah. So it's kind of like a Sprite, but it's like a lemonade Sprite. It tastes like summer.
That's like the new move for everybody, I think. Because like Alani put out that lime slush, not to bring up
the comp.
Yeah. But,
can we bleep that out?
Can we bleep that out? Yeah. Take Alani out of the fuck.
Can I put Red Bull? Like, where's the logo? Let me just
right there. Sponsored by Red Bull.
There you go.
That would be a sick sponsorship. I would honestly, if Red Bull wanted, I would.
If anybody deserves it, it's Henrik.
It's Henrik.
Yeah. He's worked for. He's put in his marketing.
He's put in his marketing time.
That's so funny.
Do they sponsor artists at all?
I don't know. I know that's their big thing is like extreme athletes.
Yeah.
If they don't,
which Henrik's like the extreme athlete of artists. So
he is.
Yeah,
he's doing this all completely by himself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
doesn't even have a manager.
He's just running the show.
This is the most authentic it gets. Come on, that's extreme.
That's gotta be scary though. Like at that level, because I feel like especially in music, like the more I do this, the more I talk to people, the more stuff I hear about that I just never would have heard about any other way. Like having to like claim your royalties for overseas is different than the US. That's crazy. Yeah. All this other stuff that's like just insane that you're just supposed to learn by yourself without anybody telling you. Yeah. When you don't have a manager, like that has to be scary. Like
ChatGPT, man.
Yeah, that's the secret. That's the secret.
That's what I do. I'm like, no, I probably shouldn't say that. That's like what AI is useful for me is like be my servant. Like
no, when I was making my LLC, yeah, you can tell how much I knew when I was making it. That's what I did. I was like,
dude, I use it to do my taxes.
Yeah, it's like, is this fine? Yeah.
You guys want me to put you on? You want some ball knowledge? Screenshot all of your statements. Send it to ChatGPT and it will make you an Excel spreadsheet and order, like it'll put it in categories, and then it tells me if it's like unsure, it'll ask me like, yo, what category should this purchase go in, but it'll make like an actual Excel spreadsheet, and I just open that up.
That is awesome.
It is unbelievable. Like the only time that it takes is I go through my bank statements and I screenshot everything or my credit cards or whatever. Yeah. And then you can only upload like a certain amount of photos at a time, but it just keeps adding and updating the Excel.
That's awesome.
It's like there's stuff like that I'm like, man, people should really take advantage of AI in this way. If you're taking advantage of AI to make music, you suck.
You suck, and you shall be fired.
And that's that. I don't feel ashamed about it.
Yeah, we finally turned a corner on that, though. I feel like they're finally like taking that stuff down, and it's getting better. Right?
I hope so.
You don't feel that way?
No, I don't know. I've just like, I did see is Apple Music planning to do like
There's some like they're gonna like verify artists
or put like how there's an E sign for explicit. I think right next to it they're in talks of doing like a AI.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Just a little bit, like just so people know, like, oh, I'm listening to.
Because that sucks when you find a new song.
I found a song I liked. Yeah, I really liked, and I found out
it makes me mad, doesn't it?
Was so pissed off because I also think at least I had thought I was good enough to be like, oh, like you can tell when you know. Yeah. Especially with the ear, I think of a music. It's like the compression's still a little weird on certain things, especially how it compresses vocals. And like, there's just certain like things that are so perfect. You're like, okay, that wasn't. But there was a song I heard, and I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to promote it.
But you're like, this was kind of good.
But I was rocking with it, and I was so pissed off when I found out it was AI. I was like, are you kidding me?
How do you view like the content piece of that? Because that is like happening a lot with content now. Yeah. People can just make AI videos for whatever they want, and like I'm cool with like, I guess it doesn't matter what I'm cool with. I'm asking what you're cool with, but like no, I like with the AI content, like I just feel like there's a way to do it where there's like an artistic approach to it, but there's also like a method where you're just making accounts for this, like
this is all new for me too. I'm trying to figure out, the balance myself. There's a video that I did, I think it's pinned on my Instagram because it did pretty well and I thought it looked sick. That was a photo of me. It's the orange. I don't know if you've seen like the orange video of me, and I think it's a One Direction. It's the 1D song, and it's a photo that was taken, a real photo, and then a graphics design artist that I know used like this AI engine machine to make it a video. So it's not a real video. So it was AI. So I don't know. I'm not going to be like hypocritical and be like, oh, you can't do it or use it. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. I was just like, he sent it to me and I was like, that's kind of sick. I'll post it. And it's my face. Yeah. I guess. Yeah. Is it? I don't know.
No, I think what it really comes down to is it's obviously whatever posting it, it's like their decision at the end of the day. But I just think that like it's what I think motive matters in the grand scheme of thing every time. Like you can have like, you can use AI to like alter things in your music. Yeah. But when you're like, I'm gonna make an engine that can make 10,000 songs a day, to just produce songs that.
Yeah, AI as a tool. I mean, I talked about using it for my taxes or anything you can use, anything you can automate that would take you time, grunt work, stuff like that. I am all for. Like, I think that is gonna change so many lives and be so cool. When it's replacing art itself, I'm just like I might decide a month from now that the video I did using that AI is like, I don't want to do that ever again. Like, I want to do real. So I don't know. It's weird. I think everybody's all collectively trying to figure out at the same time, like, here's this thing that is changing the world. How does that reconcile with art? Mm-hmm. And it makes me want to do like, I don't want to say too much because I don't want my ideas to be stolen, but like for album 2, even when it comes to how I promote it and how I create it, I want to go like the opposite direction with just like everything is so organic that it's like, and the way that I film and document and promote it is going to be like, yeah, AI can't do this. This is like real. Yeah. I don't want to say more than that, but it's just like, I want to make that my kind of brand, if anything, at least for this next project. Kind of just like in defiance of AI music. Because I hate it. Yeah. It's just soulless. Yeah. It is completely soulless. And it's perfect, which is, I think, part of why it feels soulless. Yeah. The imperfections are... And also AI is derivative. Like, it is compiling, a database of millions of songs that it's heard or, interpreted or whatever. And then what it makes is not new. It is some crazy sort of combination of everything that it's been fed, all the data that it's been fed. So you can't get anything new out of that. There's no innovation. And I think that's like the one thing that we as people can still do. So it might like sound great passively as you're just like, whoa, that's a beautiful voice. It's like, yeah, but it's not real. Mm-hmm. You've been going through some innovations yourself. You grew your hair out. I did. You're doing the 75 hard. I am. What inspired all these lifestyle changes? Man, I go through phases where I'm just like, I want to lock in, and then I let go, and I don't. Like when I made this album, I sat in my little studio producer room and ordered, DoorDash Taco Bell, and
we gotta celebrate. I mean,
no, I mean, like, as I was making, like, the process of making the album was like me in my cave, like eating super unhealthy, I'm just like locked in on music, and then I go through phases where I'm like, oh wow, I need to like actually live a little bit and lock in. My roommate Swayze is just like a fitness like unbelievable transformation, unrecognizable from what he used to look like. Literally has lost his self and body weight. Like, he's just,
that's insane.
He lost like 180 pounds.
Wow.
Over the course of a few years, all organically, just like, I'm gonna go to the gym every day and cook and eat my own meal prepped, healthy foods. And so he's like a big inspiration, and it's honestly easier than I think it would be if I was on my own, because I have somebody who's like doing that already. And we eat meal preps, and I'm doing like 75 soft, to be honest. There's like a couple things that I'm like not perfect every day, but I'm following a strict diet. Getting a couple of my exercises in. Sugar-free Red Bull.
Red Bull. There's choices made.
It's 20 calories. It might give me cancer, but
yeah, we don't want to live that long. After 60, what happens?
I'm an artist. Yeah. I want my music to outlive me.
Yeah. And I've decided that the best way to do this is reverse than what most people think.
That's so bad. I would love to. I don't know if I want to say that. I don't know if I want to give it away, but there's an idea and a concept for the second album. And to pull it off correctly, I need to be and want to be very physically fit. So that's like, I'm at the very beginning stages.
We could be getting some naked journey. Cooper Hill. Naked, nothing.
Press photo. Who has anybody ever done like a famous, like an artist that did like a nude?
I mean, I think of albums. Naked Man. I just think of Naked Man episode from How I Met Your Mother. Yeah, you could just do that'd be good content. Yeah,
that'd be great content.
Yeah, that'd be great content.
AI can't fake that.
The first 3 times I saw How I Met Your Mother for the first time, it was that episode. And by the third time watching it, I was like, I need to see so much more of this show.
That's a crazy first episode. It's an iconic episode.
Yeah.
No, I do want to do it ties in with the theme of the album. Yeah. There's like a physical component, but it's also an analogy for like the internal work that people do, and so I would love to be like very in shape for that. We'll see if I can pull it off. I'm far away from where I want to be, but
that's okay.
Got some time. I haven't even made the album yet, so
we got time.
While I'm working on it, that's what I'm also doing.
That's cool though, because then that's like 2 things to celebrate. You like make a step for yourself and make a step with the music at the same time.
I also just I'm a huge fan of film, and like actors to me are the closest in a lot of ways to, it's like actors, athletes, and musicians. I think we're all kind of like, there's a lot of mental components that are very similar. Mm-hmm. And my favorite actors are the people, like you see people like, I'm trying to think, I don't know, like a Christian Bale.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, we have to talk about Christian Bale.
Or like a Gerard Butler for 300, or who else is there? Like, one of my favorite actors, and now I'm drawing a blank on his name. That's so sad. Who's the Donnie Darko? Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal, yeah.
For I know he went crazy for Southpaw. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. It's one of my favorites. It's a boxing movie, but
did you know originally it was supposed to be Eminem in the movie?
I did. Yeah, Eminem wrote them, or it wasn't his idea, or he
it was his idea, and then he did a lot of the music for it. He didn't end up acting it,
and then was basically like, I need a real actor.
Yeah, like wait, I'm not jacked enough to do
no hate to Eminem, but that was a great decision.
Yeah,
Jake is a phenomenal actor.
That's probably my favorite Jake Gyllenhaal movie. Like,
oh, dude, that's probably mine.
Yeah,
I love it.
And the music. Eminem knew his lane. The music for it's so phenomenal. Kings Never Die, both great songs.
Yeah, it's a great movie. It's depressing, but it's a great movie. But
I think it's better than Rocky. Hot take here, but I think
Southpaw. I watch it more than I would watch Rocky.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's more iconic.
It's definitely not more iconic. There's definitely people that don't know what Southpaw is.
Yeah, people are gonna hear this and be like, "What is Southpaw?" It's really underrated. What's it on Netflix? Is it on anything right now?
I don't know. I own it on DVD still.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I think I have just like,
that might be the last movie I ever bought.
That's so sick. It's a great movie.
Because that was like 2015, I think, when that came out, right?
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a minute.
But like, anyways, those are, I don't know, the idea of like, I have a role, and not only am I going to use my skills and my mind to pull it off, because actors are just incredible with like the head spaces they get into, but I'm going to physically put my body through like a transformation to embody this role. that is like a part of film and movies that I've always had so much respect for. I'm just like, that's insane that you know, gained X amount of weight or lost X amount of weight and got shredded. Like have you ever looked into what Gerard Butler was doing for 300?
No.
Don't.
That's insane.
It was like it's not sustainable, and it's not like something that I think a doctor would recommend for you to do, but it was like 6 hours of working out every day.
Jeez.
The diet was ridiculous, and all of this was like to have this unrealistically sculpted body. No part of that is fake. It is not CGI. It is like his abs. I don't know if you've seen.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen 300. It's insane.
Like they all those guys are just like. But the concept of like, I'm gonna put my body through this in order to play this character or this role, I have so much respect for, and I don't know if I can pull it off, but I want to try. So I have this like, not character, but this story that I really want to tell, and that's like what it would require, is like to get in really, really good shape.
Yeah, I remember when I first discovered lifting, and I was probably like 20 or 22 or something like that. No, probably not 20. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I remember there was these like workouts you could follow that were like the Hercules Dwayne Johnson workout, or like the Hugh Jackman Wolverine workout. And it was just like, you were convinced that if you just did these exercises 5 to 6 days a week, you were just going to be
Brad Pitt, Troy workout.
Yeah, you're like, I'm going to go have some Bud Light, but I'm going to be fine because I'm following this workout.
Dude, alcohol won't. You want to. That's a quick deterrent. You will not get there with alcohol.
That's honestly like the biggest thing. If you cut out alcohol and fast food, you're just like, you do it for like 6 months, you're probably getting the best shape of your life,
and you'll feel so much better. Yeah, I mean, there's been a couple times that I drank for like, Swayze's EP Celebrate. That's why I called it 75 soft. Yeah, because you're technically not supposed to do alcohol, but I feel so much better. like
my body's just
like, I didn't have 2 beers today, and I am healthy and eating like real food, not Taco Bell, and my mind is clear, my body is healthier, I feel good, I'm sleeping better. I'm not saying I'm anti, ever going back to drinking alcohol, but if you want to feel better, like, don't poison your body.
Your body legitimately like regenerates faster. I remember after I did 75 hard and was hydrating really well, I got in like a bad accident. I had this nasty bruise, and it healed in like a week.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, I felt like I had superpowers. I was like, how is this gone?
I believe
that fast.
Well, alcohol also, like, nobody really, I say nobody, a lot of people don't realize it, especially if you're working out and trying to get gains. Like, it completely messes up protein like how protein is synthesized in your body
first.
So it's just like your gains you're not even gonna get your gains, man.
Yeah, you're not gonna get your gains.
Gym bros,
stop
drinking.
What's your go-to workout now?
My go-to what?
Go-to workout now. We got
get off my butt.
Get off your butt. Move a little.
No, I'm just literally doing body stuff right now.
Oh, okay.
Just easing my way into it.
Yeah.
There's a couple times I'll hit like some leg days, but I'm just trying to do like ridiculous amount of like push-ups, and I'll do curls. I guess that's not body weight. Yeah. I got some dumbbells, but I'll do like push-ups and planks and squats, and like I'm trying to get back into running.
Yeah. Running sucks.
Running sucks. But anyways, that I'm trying to kind of like ease my way back into the gym life. I'll get there eventually.
I think that's actually better though, because like I think if you're like doing body weight stuff, your joints are like controlling it. I think people sometimes jump too far into the weight.
Well, I'm a big like, I burned out.
Yeah,
I've done in the past. I've had moments where I've been like, yes, I'm going to change my life. We're going to go to the gym 5 days a week and lift X amount. Like I'd try to go back to what I was doing in high school football, like when I was in the gym every day. And it's just like, you do it for 4 days and you hate yourself and your body is screaming for relief. Yeah. And so I'm trying to do something that's more sustainable. Like my goal is, hey, a year and a half, 2 years from now, when we do this album rollout, you need to be in the best shape of your life. So I don't want to like overdo it in the beginning, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind
of the opposite. If I'm challenged, I like a quick sprint. Like,
I love it.
Like,
I wish I could.
I remember it was probably like 2 or 3 years ago. There was a few pieces that went into this, but I had someone basically tell me that I could never run a marathon. And there was a marathon that I was like looking at that was like 2 months out, and I haven't, mind you, I haven't ran.
2 months?
I hadn't ran.
Oh.
I don't run, and I haven't ran since this. This was the last time I ran. It was October 11th, 23.
Don't tell me you did it.
Oh, I did it. Yeah, I signed up and I trained I ran every day for 2 months.
That's so impressive. People don't understand how impressive a marathon is.
And I think I did like a 3 hours and 53 minutes. So I was like just under 4 hours.
But
and
well, that's still crazy. But completing it is just
it hurt though.
Oh yeah,
it was very painful. And I was just talking to someone else about this because the marathon was just the other day here. Yeah. But like, I don't think a marathon's even about being like good at running because I hate running. I've never been good at running. I ran a little bit when I played basketball just to be in shape for basketball. Yeah. But like I hate every second of running. I think it's like a mental thing. Like you just have to be like, I don't feel my body. I don't feel this pain. I'm gonna keep going. Are you gonna like? You just have to put your brain somewhere
100%.
else. Yeah,
100%. Yeah, you're fighting demons.
And if you like running, you're just wrong. Like nobody likes.
I've heard like I don't know if I've ever truly gotten there, but I know like people reach a point where it's like you get that runner's high and your body's used to it.
It's a lie. But it doesn't exist. I ran 26 miles and it wasn't there.
No, but I mean like over like years of running, and I'm just like, I don't know if it's worth getting there.
No.
I believe you like when you're there, but you're telling me you did that for a year and a half and it was awful before you started feeling good about it?
Yeah. I think the high comes after you stop because I've never loved running more than since I stopped running.
The high is like your normal day when you're not running. I hate running.
The other day I had like a bad day at work and I was like, I'm gonna go for a run just because like I haven't. And that'll like let off some steam. I went like for like a half mile and I was like, what am I doing? I need to go do something else.
Yeah, I relate to that. We ran. There's the airstrip in East Nash. It's like the abandoned airstrip.
Yeah,
some people run around. Me, Swayze, and Henrik went and. Again, I'm just like barely just now like, I would like to get back into running. And Swayze's a little bit ahead of me. He's been running a little bit longer and been much more active in the gym.
Henrik takes 2 steps and he's like already halfway around.
Yeah, Henrik has the stride of a gazelle. So, anyways, we were running and it was just supposed to be literally a mile. Like, let's see what our best mile time is. Like cold turkey, haven't been doing any warm-ups, nothing. I was so gassed halfway through, I thought I was dying. My lungs were hurting. I was like, I can't breathe. It made me, I was like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, my high school baseball coach is yelling at me, like, why are you so out of shape?
Why are you doing this right now?
Yeah, like, what are you doing? Anyways, man, it's rough. When you live the artist life, it's very sedentary. It's very like, I'm sitting at a desk all day doing nothing. You got to combat that.
Does that get hard? Does that ever get like too much in your head when you're in your own space, in your own head? Because that's where you have to go to create this, but also like part of like the inspiration is from other things. So how do you balance that piece of life?
The actually creating?
Yeah.
I do. For me, I've always kind of viewed art as like, I have this creative battery that I have to recharge. And I'm addicted to music too, so that's hard. Like, I can't go a single day without at least like enjoying and experiencing and listening to it. But I'm trying to get better at like, hey, I've had a session every day or made a song or worked on songs every day. Let's take 2 weeks and do nothing. And I always feel like when I take the time to do that, I come back and I'm so much like, I'm rejuvenated. I have better ideas creatively. I think you got to reach a point where you're like, you got to put your reps in first and put your 10,000 hours in and all that stuff. But I do think it's nice to be like, I don't have to write something great today. I can just take a break.
Yeah. Make some time for
and
yourself.
It'll usually benefit me in the long run when I come back. But I don't know. That's just me. I know some people they can do it like every day.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Last time we talked, you had a tattoo that was healing. And you said it was like your favorite tattoo.
Did I?
But it hadn't healed yet.
Was it this one? It's probably that one.
It's probably that one because it's brand new, right? Or it's newer.
Well, the newest is that.
I don't. Maybe it was that.
Like an angel wing, but that wasn't. I think I might have had this one.
That was healing?
I get tattoos a lot.
Yeah. It's a comment. Did you get one after the album?
Yeah, I've had multiple after that. Like this was after the album. This was after the album. I think just those two.
Just those two?
Yeah, because I get like 1 or 2 a month.
Every month?
Yeah.
Just like it's time.
Since February of 2025, I've gotten at least 1 a month.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, they're pretty addicting. And I just want to... I also like, for a while, they... Like, when you want to do like the patchwork sleeve, it looks really bad when there's like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And every time you get one, you're like, now there's an awkward space you got to fill. So I was just like, when I decided, I was like, I'm committing to it. Like within a year, I'm going to have a sleeve.
Yeah.
And I've got a couple spots to fill. But it definitely was very quick. There's some people who haven't seen me in a while, and I'll like go back home or whatever, and they'll be like, "Oh my goodness, you have a sleeve."
The best time to do it was during COVID. That's what I did my sleeve. Is I just did it all in like 2 months. The dude would come over to my apartment.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was like,
that's awesome.
I remember my roommate came home one time and he's like, "What are you?" I was like on the couch and my arm was like this way. And he was like, he can't work right now. So it's like a 50-50 win. He's selling it for cheaper and I'm giving him business.
Oh man, I wish I could have. I was in high school in COVID.
Yeah.
So.
Not a good time to get tattooed.
No, not really.
Yeah.
My mom would not have appreciated
Not been happy. No. Do you have a new favorite then, or is it still the one from Rome?
I mean, yeah, this one is probably my all-time favorite, the hand.
That's the one from Rome still, right?
It is, okay, yeah. I got that in Rome. I went on a trip last January with my roommates. Well, I mean, that was my first time, other than a cruise, and like...
You got a tattoo on a cruise?
No, other than that's dangerous.
That's dangerous. That's asking for an infection.
A wave hits. Yeah. No, it was my first time like actually being out of the country other than a cruise.
Yeah, like
that was my first time being like in Europe. And Gio knew an artist there that he gets all his tattoos from.
There you go.
Crazy, and she's incredible. And so I got that. But my favorite, I really love this heart. I think the detail on this like
that's actually insane.
Heart is crazy. And then this one is pretty sick. I like it. It's just like a
face.
Yeah, it's just like a face.
Is it like the Statue of Liberty face, or is it just a face?
No, it's just like it's supposed to be just like a Roman Greek statue type of face.
That's cool.
Here's the other issue with tattoos, because people always ask this. Like when I started, they were so meaningful. Yeah. It was like, I want a tattoo about this and it's going to represent this. And then you keep going and you're just like,
that looks cool.
That looks so sick.
That looks so sick.
I want a Roman statue.
I want a Roman statue.
My mom's like, what does it mean?
And you're like, well,
it means I was scrolling Pinterest and I thought it looked cool.
Yeah, you're like, you develop a whole story.
Or I asked my tattoo artist, shout out Frankie, she's the GOAT. It's like either I saw it and thought it looked cool, or I didn't know what I wanted and I asked my tattoo artist and she's like, I really want to do this.
And you're like, all right, let's go. It's time.
I mean, that's a few of them for sure has been that. It's pretty funny. Like this, I don't even know. This is like a clothespin with 2 hearts on it.
It's actually pretty sick though. And none of them look like stereotypical tattoos. You know what I mean? Like
that's my favorite compliment.
Yeah. Because that's the worst, is like if you're just gonna be a dude with another like barbed wire around your arm, or your
I feel like the crown of thorns is probably like the only like.
That's not even like.
But in context, I like it.
Yeah, and it's way better than going over the elbow, like directly across. That would have been a horrible.
I love this butterfly.
That's
like, and just like the placement of it and like how dark it is. I really like that. I feel like it's like a statement piece on the arm. Like it stands out. I really like this too.
Yeah,
it's like a heart.
Another heart. Yeah. Tattoos are sick. Do you think that there's one that you have planned that you would like make really big, or are you just like?
If I did a really big one, it'd be on my back.
Yeah.
I want to do patchwork like on the left side of my body only. Like this is, and I'm pretty confident.
That one's new, right?
No, I had this one.
You had that one?
This one I got in November, I think.
Just never look at your right hand, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. You just don't care about me.
Just don't care about the right hand. Just left side. All that matters.
But I think like this would be the only one ever on the right side of my body, and I kind of like the balance of that. But
well, it almost just looks like a stamp. Like you went somewhere and they like.
I went to a concert. You know, they stamp people for like if you're 18 or over, or 21 or over. For, like it was like where they stamp you, and I was like, no, that's a tattoo. Because the guy was like, it was funny. But I love like the placement of like, it's like asymmetrical. Like it's like one little one there, and then the rest are here. But I want to do this same style, like.
The whole half of your body?
Side only. The whole half. And then maybe like a big one, like a bigger piece on the back, but still surrounded by.
Kind of like those t-shirts people used to have where it was like one.
Shut up. I don't know. I just want to do like, and I'm sure it's been done. And it's not like a revolutionary idea, but I do want to do something as an artist, especially that looks different. Like I don't want to be like, you know, I know a lot of people do like this arm and then this leg, or like opposite, and I was just like, let me just stick to the same side.
Yeah. Just rack it down.
And it's my left side. I write with my left hand. It's like my creative
That's
side.
right. I forgot you're left-handed too.
Yeah.
Left-handed people unite. That's good.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, are you left-handed?
I'm left-handed too.
Dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're just some goats.
That's where the cool people are at. Are you a basketball guy?
Yeah.
Who do you got for the playoffs this year?
Oklahoma City Thunder, baby. I'm from Oklahoma City.
That's right. I forgot you have that line in that song.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's the GOAT.
That's just not even fair. Like I guess you went through enough time.
It's so sad because I moved right when this new dynasty kind of started. I mean, I grew up. I was like Durant. 12 with like the Durant, Westbrook, Harden. I was awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been in Nashville for like all of this new. I mean, I go back home and I've gone to some games and.
They're way more expensive now.
Yeah, they are. Dude, I lucked out my mom just through her company that she works in. Like, if she hits a certain quota, or I don't really know how it works, but she gets tickets.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, yes, they're winning. Because, like...
So DM my mom.
Yeah, DM Coop's mom if you try to go to...
No, please don't do that.
Don't do that.
Sorry, Mom.
Well, this DM comes... Well, Cooper said we could get tickets to the game.
Yeah. But, dude, no, I'm a huge Oklahoma City fan.
As you should be. I mean, I feel like everyone gets mad when a team gets good. But it's like, if you're from there, like...
Oh, no, I've been a fan of... Even through the horrible years. Like, you know, there were some weird years, too. Like, we had... And there were some weird years where it was, like, big names. Where, like, we had Paul George. We had Chris Paul. We had... But, like, we're getting these guys in these random, like, 1-2 year stints. And they're, you know, a little bit further along in their careers. And...
The Chris Paul year was fun, though.
It was fun.
You felt like they, like... exceeded their expectations so much.
For sure. Yeah, it was fun. But there was definitely some dry spells too. But this new little like dynasty is crazy.
And they're just having fun.
Oh, it looks like they're having so much fun.
So much fun.
Just like young, excited.
Yeah.
Great team. It's the craziest team chemistry. I know I'm biased, but I don't know if I've seen team chemistry like this in a while.
Yeah. So what do you think about the ref situation that everyone's complaints about?
Oh, no, Shai?
Yeah.
like the free throw merchant?
Yeah, free throw merchant.
Here's the thing.
We got to bring it up.
I really do. Like, I understand. If I was an Oklahoma City fan, like if Shai was on an opposite team, I'd probably hate him. Or like I remember going through that with like the Westbrook era. People hated Westbrook. What's up, Tim?
What's up?
And but also like if you watch a game the other night, game three, he Doris, I don't know if you know Doris,
Doris Burke, yeah.
She brought it up, and she's normally a hater of Shai, so that I felt good about it. But she brought up how little he had gone to the free throw line that night and was just dominating. I mean, he was. Yeah. It's just funny to me that it's like, I don't know. It's not an invalid thing to hate, but I think if you watch a game instead of just like highlights or people talking about how many free throws he shot, you'll see he's just unstoppable. Yeah. Like you gotta either foul him or he's gonna make it, and he still might make it even if you foul him.
I heard the start of that, and I thought it was when my camera's clicking off, and I had PTSD. I was like, nope. I have a ear that just goes off if I hear the camera click. Now that's like, oh, it's not recording anymore.
That's funny.
No, and I feel like that's like, unfortunately, what the NBA has become, and I mean a lot of things, but it has become like Sports Center and ESPN make the reels that will piss people off. So it like feeds the.
And I get it. I get it. I would. If Shai was on another team and that was what I saw and my perception and what everybody was saying, I would hate to. I would encourage people, though, if you're a big basketball fan and if you've never actually sat and watched an Oklahoma City game with the lens of just like, let me watch this team play, watch them play.
Yeah, there's like, a lot of passing.
Dude, it's so good.
And Chet, he's from Minnesota.
Ugh.
Gotta represent.
There you go.
He beat us pretty bad last year, but we probably won't make it to play him this year, so it's okay. Edwards is out for the season, probably pretty much.
So. For him now that. No, dude, they're so fun to watch.
And is that do they have another sport out there, or is that just basketball?
There's no NFL team. There's rumors we're getting one. I don't know if that's true. College football is huge in Oklahoma. Okay. Just because I think there's no NFL. Like a lot of southern states are like that. Like it's big college atmosphere. Like that's like our NFL. There's no MLB team. We have I think it might be changed now, but forever it was the Oklahoma City Dodgers. We had like the farm team for like the AAA team for the Dodgers. But that's it so far.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just basketball. But now, I mean, you bring in money with basketball, you win some championships.
And that team, like, bringing it on to Oklahoma City has done so much for the city. It's blown up. It's exploded, and the culture, like, really rallied behind. I mean, that's our only, like, professional thing, and it's a cool experience.
Yeah. I think that, like, that's what's cool about, like, a small, I think sometimes people, like, even the same thing with Kansas City, which I'm guilty of for sure with the Chiefs, because I get irritated with Team Patrick Mahomes too. But like, also Kansas City's not a big city, and it's like we don't have problems with, like, I mean, I'm a Laker guy, I love LeBron, but like those markets, they have so much, they win all the time. Like, what do they really, like,
what does it mean?
They're fine. It's whereas like when like Milwaukee wins with Giannis, that's like crazy because that city's like never had anything. Or like same with Oklahoma City, or I don't know. That's
like cool the parade when Oklahoma City won last year was like every there's just like such a sense of pride when that's like what your city has.
Yeah.
That's the representation of your city on a large scale. And, like I said, we don't have NFL, we don't have MLB. So I think it just means a lot to a lot of people.
Why do you think it's not the same for artists?
That's a good question.
Because I feel like artists come from a city, and that's never where, like, I actually just found this out not that long ago. Kanye wasn't actually born in Chicago. He grew up in Chicago, but he was born in Atlanta.
You know where he also grew up for a while?
Where?
Until he was like 3 or 4.
What?
Oklahoma.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Side of the family. And mom or dad's side of the family's from Oklahoma.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think on the Genius Netflix doc, you'll see the old home footage of him at like 3, and that's all in Oklahoma.
Did you ever see the Ye documentary that like the Kardashians put out?
No.
It was actually like, I shouldn't say the Kardashians put out. I don't know if that's true.
That's the rumor.
And they definitely like helped push it, and they were definitely a big part of it with like getting footage for it. It was actually, I thought it was better than the Genius documentary.
What? I loved the Genius.
I loved the Genius.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I think it's just like, I mean, Genius is good for like his whole life story. This covered like his like wild, I want to say like 3-4 years when he was like going through like the end with Kim and everything. And that was like interesting because I feel like it showcased both like the genius side of his creativity and like actually like
the opposite of that,
his crazy like episodes that were like
because you really didn't see that in the Genius documentary.
No, it was just like, I mean, he cleared all the I don't think he cleared this other movie. I think this
what is it on like streaming, or is it
it came out in theaters last September. I watched it on YouTube through like I'll
find it.
Yeah.
Somebody DM me.
DM Cooper.
I'm gonna watch it. No, but the artist thing is interesting. This is a fun fact. I'm just repeating what other people have said. So if this is incorrect, blame them.
Blame them.
Oklahoma has per capita more professional songwriters and artists than any other state in the United States.
Really?
In the professional like songwriting industry.
Who's like the biggest?
It's a good question. I know like Ryan Tedder is,
oh really?
Yeah, like the band was formed in Colorado, I believe, but he's from Tulsa, or either Tulsa or Oklahoma City. Country music is huge in Oklahoma. Carrie Underwood's big. Toby Keith, Blake Shelton.
That's a guy. I don't know if he's from there, but
because I think his mom is from Ada, Oklahoma, which I have cousins from. So there's a ton of, I mean, I could list a ton. There's a bunch of country artists, and then, but writers specifically. There's this video. It's like Ryan Tedder is talking about it, I think, and he's in a room with, he's in Nashville, and he's in a writing room. This is years ago, like a decade ago. He's in a room with like Carrie Underwood and a bunch of other people and songwriters, and they're just kind of getting to know each other and introducing themselves. And one by one, everybody's saying where they're from, and they're all, literally all of them are from Oklahoma. So they were like, okay, we got to figure this out. Like, what the hell's going on? And I think they came to the conclusion that Ryan joked that it was because there's a church on every corner. So all these kids like grew up in church, probably making music in some capacity or just admiring and loving music, and there's nothing else to do. So it's like you just get the best songwriters ever.
You know how to describe stuff because you see stuff and you're like, all right, this is what I'm going to think about the rest of the day.
That's right. Laney is from Oklahoma, or the front man is from Oklahoma.
like the duo, not like Lainey Wilson. Like I love Lainey. Yeah, Did you go? They were just here.
I did not.
Yeah. Apparently
Kings of Leon's from Oklahoma.
Really?
Yeah. I'm trying. There's probably so many I'm not like remembering, but it is weird though because I feel like not a lot of people put on for like where they're from.
But you have lyrics about Thunder.
I'm trying to have
Westbrook.
more. Yeah, I did. Yeah. I had a Westbrook and Shea line.
Yeah, that was like how I was like, wait, he's from Oklahoma. Yeah. I remember now listening the first time, but I was like, wait, he's from Oklahoma?
That's right. I need to do that more because I would love to like, I don't know. I love Oklahoma City. Like that's one of the saddest parts of being like, I knew I had to get out to chase my dreams. There's so much more opportunities either here or LA. Like there's just not an infrastructure for music in a city like that, but I love the city. Will always be like super proud of where I'm from, and I need to find better ways of like referencing that or putting on for it. Yeah.
Have you ever done a show there?
Never. Well, that's not true, but way back in the like different
like older
artists.
Stuff. Yeah.
As like Cooper Hill making pop music, never.
Do you think that
I've never done a show as Cooper Hill?
Ever?
I've done like I've performed as a guest on quite a few shows of like, you know, John Michael Howell did a tour a year ago, like a 3-city tour, and we have quite a few songs together. I would like come out and
do a few songs
on stage with him and then just watch the show. So there's been moments like that, but I've never done my own.
Do you think you will in the near future?
I would love to.
Yeah?
Yeah. I just want to do it. I don't know if this is like selfish or prideful. I don't want to do like the small, I mean, not small. Like I don't want to do like I'm a nobody and I got 50 friends to pull up.
Yeah.
And maybe that's really bad on my end.
No, I think,
shade to people who do that.
Yeah.
You're so much braver than I am and probably more talented and successful because of it. But I would love to be like, oh, I made a project. It resonated with people and did really well. And there's a demand for a tour, even if it's small rooms, but it's like, oh, I could do a tour for it.
And meet people that you've never met
before. People I've never met before. And that just, I haven't reached that level yet. I think I will, but I don't know if it'll be this album. Probably not. Next one, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, when that happens, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Or if somebody right now were to ask me to open for them, but it's still like a larger tour and I can get my music in front of a whole lot of people, I think that'd be worth it.
Yeah.
But nobody's asked me, to be honest.
I mean, I think that'd be like, that's a good way to get reps too, because I do feel like it is like a different level of pressure when it's like your show. And it's nice to see how someone, I mean, you've been to a bunch of shows, so it's not like you don't know how it goes or anything.
Sure.
Like, yeah, at the same time, it's nice to like get reps in like that under someone else.
I'd love to get reps.
Yeah. And also, like, when
if you're an artist and you need an opener and you don't suck and you're cool and you think our music would hit the same,
coalesces? Our music coalesces?
If you think your fans would like my music, DM me. Let's go on tour.
Let's go on tour. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
What do you think's next for Cooper Hill outside of this project that's coming?
I'm really want to get back into the songwriting bag. We've got some unbelievable Henrik music coming that I'm so proud of and honored to have been a part of. Yeah, I think I want to be like, my goal has always been, I told my publishing company this when I signed, I want to be the best, I want to be the biggest songwriter in the world. I would love that. Right now I'm enjoying writing like with my friends, but long term, like I would love to write huge records. So I still want to make sure I'm cultivating that and like not leaving that out, you know, to kind of, I don't know, fall off. I want to keep that momentum. But I also love where I'm at right now with the music. I feel like I've hit a stride with my own stuff. So I'm going to keep rolling out the summer EP. Worked on it, still working on it with Dom.
Dom's, yeah.
He's the best.
He's insane.
He's so good. I'm excited because like the album I also did I mean, there's so many people that helped in huge ways, but a lot of it from start to finish was me. And me like really wanting to be kind of like in control. And this summer EP, other than the first single, which was me, I've kind of just been like coming to Dom with ideas and being like, here's this chorus or this hook that I think is super catchy and could do well. Now you reimagine it and reproduce it and do what you would do, which that is a really fun season that I'm in. I'm loving that because he's so talented and he's doing stuff that I'm like, oh, I never would have done that. So I think it's going to make for a cool little summer sound. And then, yeah, I have, like I said, I have like the entire project like album 2 kind of mapped out in my head. It's just gonna be executing it.
Yeah.
I don't know what the timeline is gonna be,
but at some point, it's coming.
It's coming, and it's very bold and outrageous idea, and I think it's gonna be sick. I can't wait.
It's gonna change the world.
It's
album 2.
Album 2.
You're not ready for it. That's why he's waiting to drop it. It's not because he's not ready to put it out. It's because you're not ready for it.
You're not ready for it, and I'm not ready.
This is like when James Cameron was making Avatar 2. He's like, CGI is not ready for this movie.
This is more like, when James Cameron had the idea for Avatar in 1980, or whatever it was, and realized, the
world's not ready yet.
Not ready. I'm gonna hype it up, and it's gonna be awful.
That's okay. Honestly, sometimes the hype matters more than the product.
It really does.
If you get good hype going, people will just think it's good before they listen to it.
Because it's the groupthink thing.
Yeah.
If you get momentum and hype around it, something, people are like, there's also like a sense of like they feel left out, kind of. It's like, oh yeah, that's cool, because everyone else thinks it's cool. So my next album is gonna change the world, and if you don't know about it, you're not cool.
You're not cool. Your life's going downhill.
That's right. You're left out. You're on the outside.
Well, thank you so much for coming by to redo this.
Once again, for those who don't know, we reshot this. This is
take 2. We did it once.
The first one was so much better.
The first one was so much better. It was actually like way more. It was cohesive. There was like a strategy. This was like a random conversation.
I think this is gonna be way better. I love like when artists just talk about stuff.
Yeah, I
get to see their personality, and I don't want to talk about me for 2 hours.
That's kind of like, okay, this was weird because I was like, all right, so like because it wasn't like that long ago, and I was like, so we can't just ask the same question, because it's like then I'm gonna be getting like, I'm gonna have like a weird thing where it's like, well, if I ask all the same questions, I feel like it becomes like a scripted thing, right?
Yeah.
And I like didn't really script the last question, so I'd be like weird to try to remember questions, and I'd probably be jumping all over the place with stuff I know and don't. And I was like, I feel like for so long, every time I start this podcast, I'm like, all right, join on the Batcave podcast. How did you first get into music? And I was like, what if I was just like, hey, what's been going on? And I was like, this is the perfect time to do it.
This is not to keep this like going way too long. I'm sorry if do you have somewhere to be?
No, you're fine.
This is gonna be a 4-hour.
This is a 4-hour. This is our first Joe Rogan experience.
Yeah, dude, people love that stuff, man. No, there is. I'll give a quick shout out to. I saw a video like today, I think, or yesterday. Nick D was talking about, and this kind of goes back to the content conversation too, but. He was saying, TikTok, Instagram, these are entertainment apps. People don't want to see your music. They're not there for that. If you want to win people over, they need to have a reason to be bought into you as a person. What's interesting about you? What's different? What's unique? So I'm trying to incorporate more of that into my social media presence, but it's like I've got the promotion videos of me sitting there, lip syncing my song that I don't think most people care, even if it's super catchy, and like that's not what they're on Instagram for. Yeah. An interesting video that might give someone some insight, like a conversation of like that they might be interested in, even if it's like us talking about Oklahoma City Thunder basketball. I don't know what's but I think giving people like that kind of stuff is good for.
Did you when I think of it's not to completely change this?
No, go for it.
But did you see when Oklahoma City were going through the playoffs last year, the dude that was drinking shots of vodka for every win that they had?
No,
and every year,
I didn't see that.
Every year every game. It wasn't like, all right, first game a shot. It was like, second game it's 2 shots. Third game it's 3 shots. They went the whole way. He literally like poured it. It was like half a bottle of vodka. I was like, this man is not okay. Someone has to check on this guy.
That's so bad.
But I mean, he got his whole thing was like, I'm gonna get the Thunder's attention, and they started liking the videos. And I guess if that's your like,
he did,
but also
man.
like
he sacrificed the gains, but he did it.
Damage you do to your body.
Yeah.
Like, I think of like that's so much social media now though is like people that are. Just like feel like they're just hanging out with you.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen do you know who Coltrane is? The guy was like, "What's up, dirtbags?" And he's like,
Why does that sound so familiar?
You've probably seen it. And he's just like doing shots of beer, getting like scratch offs at the gas station, just doing crazy shit. And he just seems like a fun guy to hang out with.
Yeah, I mean, there's a guy. Have you seen Big John?
Oh yeah, Big John. He's like man enough to say it. Yeah, not proud of it.
Man enough to say it. His content, it's like so degenerate.
Yeah,
but that stuff I'm like it's like so intriguing to me. I'm like, how are you drinking like 6 shots and then you run 6 miles?
Yeah,
it's like
he's like smokes all this weed and then does it. Yeah.
No, people want to see like your personality, and I think they're more entertained by entertaining stuff instead of like, oh, I have this product to sell you. I think that's what Nick was talking about. It's like, don't make it feel like you're selling a product.
Yeah.
Go stream my album.
Go stream the album.
On that note, no, but I don't know. It's
they can't control the volume.
I think like if I'm trying to be like humble and like, because there's so much areas where I need growth, marketing is the biggest. Well, I honestly, like, if there's a sense of pride I have, like, I think I make really good music.
Facts.
And I don't think I market it well at all. So I'm learning. And guys like Nick and Connor and I mean, they're the best at that. They're incredible at marketing their music.